does the chapter get involved? Well, right now, some of the chapters are offering FMP courses. Some are only doing the CFM exam review course. And so there's a variety of different things that are going on out there with the chapters. And so what we're looking at is going back to the chapters and saying there's a couple of options to take a look at. You can continue to offer the instructor-led courses on the local level. Or if you haven't started teaching those or you haven't started offering those, you may come back and say, we want to offer education, but we don't necessarily have the people in-house. We don't necessarily have the resources to do the marketing, the registration, handle all the logistics. But maybe my local community college or continuing education folks down the road might be interested in pairing up with us in a partnership in doing something. And so there's really going to be two models that are going to be available to consider. Some of those that are currently doing the instructor-led courses may say we're doing it that way now, but after I look at this other option, that might be another way that we want to consider. Or they may come back and say, I like what we're doing, we'd like to continue to do what we're doing. So there's a couple of variations of things that you may want to consider as we go forward. I want to talk briefly, because I know that there may be, I don't know if I have any, Rich is an instructor, and Kathy's an instructor for the CFM in some of the courses. Do I have any other instructors in here? Okay, oh, you're standing right in front of me, Leslie. Sorry, guys. I keep looking at Tony, and I got that camera right behind him. I'm like, our current instructors, current FMP approved instructors are going to be grandfathered into the system. And so we're trying to make this easy, as seamless as possible. But those instructors, what we'll need them to do is they're still going to have to go through the new self-study program so that they're familiar with the new content or any changes that have occurred. They will also get an instructor kit, and one of the biggest complaints, I mean, we clearly heard what the problem was, well, there's so many PowerPoint slides, and none of the PowerPoint slides match the pages of the content, and on and on and on. And so this time we're making sure that there is consistency with the PowerPoint slides and the materials in the book, and the student can follow along with you. So I think that is just alone is going to be a great help in the consistency of the materials. And better yet, we're actually going to have an instructor kit. So when someone calls and says, I'm interested in being an instructor, we actually have the resources available to them. Up to this point, we've had to do improvise in a lot of ways, and I have to give a lot of credit to our master instructors for helping bring along some new instructors, and it has worked out great. The code teaching has worked out great, but we really needed the resources and the materials available to help folks. And so this is going to be another benefit to the program over time. And this just still says, it's still saying basic things. Our instructors are independent contractors. They're going to stay that way. So it's just, in general, you won't see too many changes on that transition there. The average instructor-led courses and the self-study courses are going to be the same materials, so that there isn't any questions about that going forward. The average classroom time of contact hours is going to be approximately 60 hours. Yes, total. Yeah. And then I just mentioned the instructor toolkit that will be available. And the other real unique thing is with our instructors is we're going to have an instructor portal. So instructors will be able to come together on behind the scenes and share notes, resources, suggestions, things that we'll be able to take and go back and improve the program with. So we strongly encourage the instructor to utilize that option going forward as well. And as we move forward, there's going to be lots of little things and tweaks that we're going to be able to make very quickly to continuously improve the program. So, overall, the enhancements for the chapters, and again, this is, I think, a lot of plus things that we have been hearing about over the last year or so, is that as a chapter, an administrator, There will be a behind-the-scenes portal for those individuals. They'll be able to register their students through that portal. Those students will get an email to the link to the Resource Center and all the resources that are available there. You will be able to download marketing materials and plop in local information about where your classes are. You'll be able to look for templates for the website. So this will all be done to help you make it a lot easier in offering the courses on a local level. This is another one. If you have materials, you order too many and you need to return them, you'll be able to return them. So I know this sounds, but we get the question, you know, I bought too many, I only had 10 people show up and I bought 15, can I return the 5 unused ones? I don't want to sit on those for a month or a year, so we're going to give you the flexibility to be able to return those if they have not been opened up. So there's another plus. Another big one we've been asked is, can we get your courses on IFMA's website? When you go in and behind the scenes and register your class and your participants, it's going to upload that information automatically into our website, and your class is going to be on the IFMA website. So that is another big improvement that we've been wanting, and I believe that's going to be a real benefit to helping the instructors. I see back there, but it's true. I mean, those are things that we really wanted to do to make it easy, and I think it's very important. And I think overall, our abilities to increase the marketing that's going to impact all of the courses that we're offering worldwide will be here. And I think that engine of the marketing vehicle will be immense. It will be at a level that we have never seen before. And I think that is alone is going to bring visibility to the courses that we're offering globally. So, transition plan, next steps, because this is going to come up, and I just want to make sure I cover it on a high level, but you'll be hearing from me after this presentation, especially if you're offering the courses right now. The chapters that are currently offering the FNP courses, and most of them have them scheduled throughout the year, which is a great thing. We will be touching base with you by mid-May to talk about the transition plan of those that are in the process of getting their FNP right now. So we want to make this very comfortable for the individuals that are in the process of getting their FNPs and not create a panic. And we're timing this in a way that it's just a very slow and gradual process. We don't want the panic to occur. So what we're going to do is bring on the chapters first to explain how we're going to handle the transition plan. It may mean that you might have to offer one more course before the end of the year. It may mean that they may have to try to get in as many as they can from the instructor-led, but they may need to take 1 or 2 online. It may mean that we should send them the World Workplace at Fall Symposium and that they can take 1 or 2 at Fall Symposium. But we are going to make sure that none of the students who are in the process of getting the FNP will get caught. They will be taken care of. And Brenda and I and the whole education team and the membership team is dedicated to make sure that the chapters and the students that are in the process of getting the FNP are, all the communication has been presented and assisting in any way that we can. Now, the individuals that are in the process of getting their FNP will be notified early part of June. So we're anticipating late May, early June. Depends how long it takes for us to get the chapters up to speed and working with them in the transition model. One of the reasons why was we didn't want them to suddenly stop and say, well, now I'll wait till all the new materials come out. Because if you started in the existing FNP program, we really need you to finish in the existing FNP program. The ability to do the crossover is going to be very difficult at best. And so to accommodate those that are currently starting the FNP, we really want them to finish in the existing program. So we're going to work toward trying to achieve that by the end of December of this year. But we know that there's going to be flexibility all across the board on some of the issues.